All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man, Log TV and Choo Choo, and let's get started with today's video. All right, it is time to review one of this month's SMKW affiliation knives. I am an affiliate over there. You guys use my link. I'm able to get a little commission, and it comes back into the channel. And I can go buy a knife to review and then give away on the channel. Now, I don't publicize this as a big giveaway. It's a review, and you know, just make sure you're watching this video and commenting on it is what I can say. So this is the SMKW exclusive Brian Brown Raptor. There are three versions of this. There is the Lava Flow fat carbon, there is the Toxic Storm fat carbon, and there's the Arctic Storm fat carbon, all $269.99, all SMKW exclusives. Now this is a super cool looking knife. There's a couple things we're going to talk about, but nothing really big. By the way, KnivesFAST channel, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe notification bell, stick around, lots of cool stuff. Fun giveaways, all kinds of stuff, and definitely check me out over on Instagram at KnivesFAST as well. Now this is the Raptor, very cool. You see we've got this contoured fat carbon Arctic Storm. You've got a gray titanium pivot collar. There's your black pivot with tooling on one side, and you have black titanium on this side with your Brian Brown logo there in the lock bar recess, and you have a steel lock bar insert. All your hardware is black. Your clip is kind of this grayish like the pivot collar. You have about that much sticking out of the pocket, and the clip is not reversible. There is no lanyard hole, but we have beautifully contoured scales. Really nice, kind of a slender knife, but you have this harpoon drop point blade, black wash blade, very cool. Thumb studs are your method of opening. Very cool, by the way. Carries fairly slender in the pocket. Not bad, not bad. Dig this one a heck of a lot. Very, very nice. Now your detent is pretty sweet. Listen to this. A shaker there. You heard the detent. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Well, no, we'll talk about it now because it's action. So your detent is good. The only issue is make sure you're not putting pressure on that lock bar when you flip it out, because that really affects it. It's not nearly as good when you do that. So you got to kind of stay back, which is a little inconvenient because the handle is very small. So it is not very easy to stay off that lock bar. You got to kind of do this and really hug the clip, and then you can do it very easily. Now, once it's open, you see we have a very slender handle and a very tall blade. Tall flat grind, not all the way up. You have a lot of swedge up here with a harpoon. Now, you can put your thumb here with nice jimping, or here in this harpoon, no jimping. Feels good. Your swedge gets much smaller here, but then it thickens up again at the tip, which is interesting because you actually have a reinforced tip here. Very nice, even with that very thin hollow grind, which is exactly what we got here. Nice. I will call that a sharpening choil. If you're going to choke up, you want to stay on this flat. You don't want to get way up there next to the blade because it's very shallow. I think to me it's a little scary to be that close to the edge. So I kind of go like this. Now it is a 4-finger knife back here. It's also a 4-finger knife choked up. Either way you choose to do it. Now, good sharpening relief. It's a little close there, so you might run into an issue 4 or 5 sharpenings in, but hard to say. And again, the lock bar is just, the handle is just a little small for a frame lock. It's so easy to put pressure on that lock bar, especially if you're not paying attention. But once you get it in your hand, guys, that feels really nice. Now, because it's so slender, there is no cutout for lock bar access. If you just drag your thumb straight across, you're not catching anything, okay? The chamfer is there, but you're not going to catch it. You do have to dig in, but it moves because it's a tall lock bar. It moves very easily. So again, fairly easy to manipulate. Again, when you're closing, same deal. When you're shaking closed, you tend to see that when I'm not on the lock bar. So you saw that. I'm up here on the pivot and it just closes. But if you're closing it, shoot, I was on the lock bar, and you're on the lock bar, yeah, it's a very barely shake down kind of thing. Dead centered, your lockup is about 50, no lock rock, no blade play, maybe a tiny bit, but not even worth mentioning. You do feel the clip a little, but not bad. When you're in this grip, because it's so round and slender, it feels like you have a really good grip that's not going away. Would I prefer it to be a little taller on the handle and have a lock bar cut out? Yes. Do I think this is a cool design? Yes. But if you came across just about where that grind is, just a little bit more, that would be my preference. But, you know, not my knife. I didn't design it. Brian did, and it's a cool design for sure. Now, as far as our comparisons, it is bigger than the Ontario Rat 2 and a little bit smaller than the Rat 1, as you can see there. Very cool knife. Let's talk specs. And again, availability. These are available at SMKW. And this guy is, they've redone their website, so I got to get used to it. The blade thickness is 0.15, so a little thicker, but again, a nice tall, hollow grind, so plenty thin behind the edge. Made in China. It is an exclusive. The overall length is 7.75. The blade length is 3.5. The close length is 4.25. Plain blade, right hand only, and M390 on the steel. I didn't even say that, did I? No. Hey guys, it's M390 on the steel. All right, so how does this one cut? Very nicely. Very nice, as you can see. Definitely a slicer. Really good. By the way, does it penetrate? Let's just see. Yep, I mean, it's a thicker tip, so you have to push it a little harder, but it's definitely going to penetrate on a cut like that if you need to get down in something. So yeah, there you go, guys. 3 versions available: the Toxic, the red, and the blue here. Let me wipe this off. It comes with a really cool pouch here. And again, this is an exclusive at SMKW. Use my code SMKW KnivesFAST. It gives you, what does it give you, Casey? Free shipping. And it's the way you tell them that you're buying it as an affiliate knife. And I get credit, which helps the channel and helps bring knives in. Again, please make sure you like and especially comment on this video. And again, not being publicized, but this will be given away from the comments. So very cool. We'll leave this up for a while. By the way, US address is only for the giveaway, and one entry per person, and there will be a second SMKW giveaway because we're delayed a month. There's been some issues, so there will be another one coming up with this guy, the Tour Field 3.0, when I do that review. So guys, definitely give me a thumbs up and a comment and all the things: like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Thank you so much for all your support that enables this channel to keep cool knives coming in and show them to you. And thanks for watching the KnivesFAST channel.